In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the Gaussian blur effect in Adobe Photoshop. We'll start right from the workspace, so go ahead and open Photoshop and load the image or project you want to work on. Once your file is open in the editor, take a quick look at your Layers panel, usually on the right side of the screen. You should see your main image as the background layer. Before applying any blur, it's a good idea to protect the original image so you can always go back if you change your mind. To do that, duplicate your background layer. You can press Ctrl+J on Windows or Command+J on a Mac. You'll see a new layer appear above the original. If you prefer menus, you can also right-click on the background layer in the Layers panel and choose Duplicate Layer. Now, with the duplicated layer selected, right-click on it and choose Convert to Smart Object. This step is important because it turns your blur into a non-destructive effect. That means you can revisit the blur settings later and adjust them without permanently damaging your image. With your Smart Object layer active, it's time to apply the Gaussian blur. Go to the top menu bar and navigate to Filter, then down to Blur, and choose Gaussian Blur. A dialog box will pop up, showing a preview of your image and a radius slider. Make sure the preview box is checked so you can see changes in real time. Now slowly drag the radius slider to the right and watch how the image reacts. A small radius around 0.5 to 2 pixels gives you a very subtle effect. This is useful for lightly smoothing skin, taking the edge off digital noise, or softening harsh lines without making the image look obviously blurred. If you move into a medium radius, roughly between 5 and 20 pixels, you'll notice a much more pronounced blur. This works well when you want to soften backgrounds while keeping the main subject sharp on another layer, creating a shallow depth of field look. For a more dramatic effect, push the radius above 20 pixels. At this point, the blur becomes very strong, giving you a foggy, dreamy, or abstract result that can be great for creative backgrounds or design elements. Once you're happy with how your image looks, click OK to apply the Gaussian blur. Because you used a smart object, you can always double-click the Gaussian blur entry under your layer later to fine-tune the settings. And that's it, you've successfully used the Gaussian blur effect in Adobe Photoshop.